22 years old from Hubbard Lake, Michigan, the 7 of Luke Krentz. That is your first three qualifiers. And the field now makes their way down the front stretch. Lap number 1 from Matt Town. And Town's first lap of 44.516, 44.516. His first lap. Aaron Celestino to 16th at a 42.169, 42.169. As Town makes his way out of turn number 2. First lap for Luke Krentz, a 40.329, 40.329. And there you see Luke Krentz sideways out of turn number 2.
Well, Krentz on another good one. That first lap in a decent time as he rolls down that back straightaway. Here we go. We see the machines come off turn 4 down the front straightaway, get their second lap time.
And you see Matt Town followed closely behind by Aaron Celestino, a feature winner yesterday in the Great Lakes Antique Snowmobile Series. As Town will cross the start-finish line, his lap of 43.993, 43.993. Will keep his best lap from earlier today of 40.765, still fourth quick. On the 13 of Aaron Celestino, a 42.143, 42.143. Good for 16th quick for the 13 of Aaron Celestino. And Luke Krentz, a 40.281, just 7/100ths off of his best time he set earlier this afternoon, which was a 40.214. And there you see Luke Krentz still sits on top of the charts as we're just underway with round number 2 of I-500 qualifying.
Yeah, your fast qualifier. That second lap even quicker for Krentz there as he has got now 2 good runs. Second qualifying session underway here at the I-500, and Luke Krentz continues to be on top of the board.
If one driver is going to be able to beat him, it could very well be this one. 11-time I-500 Pole Award winner, including the last 4, aboard the number 21 Arctic Cat, Snowmobile's Arctic Cat for Cataract Collision Racing. 52-year-old rider from Augrey, Michigan, the 21. That is Troy Dewald. Troy Dewald, your next qualifier. He is closely followed by the number 19. Woody's Racing Products, Polaris for Tommy Bauer Racing. 43 years old from Alpena, Michigan, the 19 of Tyler Nichols. And right behind him, the number 22 Fire Right Fire Protection Specialist, Polaris for Yovich Racing. 30 years old from Mount Pleasant, Michigan, the 22 of Joey Birch. But here comes Troy Dewald, second quick so far at a 40.253 from earlier today. And he'll trip the clocks at a 40.690, 40.690, about 4/10 off of his time from earlier this afternoon. Here comes Tyler Nichols down the front stretch. Out of turn number 4, his first lap, a 41.929. 41.929 his first lap. Still fifth with his lap from earlier today. As Joey Birch crosses at a 41.509. 41.509, just 1/10 off of his best lap today, a 41.408. As here comes Troy Dewald on a turn number 4. He'll make his way down the long front stretch as Dewald is only 4/100ths behind, and he goes to the top of the charts with a 39.938, 39.938. Troy Dewald, quick time in round number 2. Tyler Nichols, a 41.175, will keep his first lap from earlier today, a 40.974. Fifth quick for Tyler Nichols. And the best lap of the day for Joey Birch, the 22 machine, a 41.315, 41.315, 8th quick. The 22 is Joey Birch, but how about Troy Dewald, 39.938, a quarter of a second quicker than Luke Krentz.
What can you say? Troy Dewald, a many-time champion here at the I-500, and boy, he had that Arctic Cat ZX 2022 Cat on kill out there. He goes to the top in qualifying here. What a second lap for Troy Dewald.
And that stops the Luke Krentz domination from day number 2 here at the 53rd running of the International 500 Snowmobile Race Week. As round 2 qualified, this is the only nighttime qualifying session that will occur this week. As we continue on, next rider on the racetrack, the 67 Woody's Racing Products Polaris for Hoos Racing, 25 years old, from Manistee, Michigan, the 67. That is Jordan Carlson. Jordan Carlson in the 67 machine. Look at that lean out of turn number 2. And right behind him, aboard the number 24 Advanced Insulation Systems Polaris for RK Motorsports, 46 years old from Empire, Michigan. The 24 is Billy Ski. And right behind him, he makes his way through turns 1 and 2 aboard the Colbus Racing number 8 machine, the Late Logistics Polaris for Colbus Racing, 46 years old from Munising, Michigan, now calls Slidell, Louisiana home. Derek Colbus in the 8. Jordan Carlson's first lap, 42.754, 42.754, about a second and a half slower than his lap from earlier today. And we'll get the next lap for Billy Ski, moves up to 16th quick at a 42.023, 42.023 for Billy Ski in the 24. Next rider down the front stretch, it is Derek Colbus of 43.232, 43.232 for the doctor out of Slidell, Louisiana, originally from Munising, Michigan. Don't exactly associate the state of Louisiana with snowmobile racing, but he is originally from Munising, Michigan. Jordan Carlson down the front stretch, his next lap of 42.596 will keep his best lap of the day, 41.103, 7th quick for the 67 of Jordan Carlson. While Billy Ski goes to 42.225, will keep his best lap from earlier in this session of 42.023, 16th quick for Billy Ski as Derek Colbus makes his way down the front stretch. His last lap of 43.859 will keep his best lap from earlier today of 42.967, 23rd quick for the number 8 of Derek Colbus.
Well, temperature's a little cooler here at the I-500 this evening. Look for some quicker runs here. The wind's down slightly, and a lot of times we'll see that pole grabbed here in the evening session here. So we're just a few sleds in, and how about Troy Dewald? He grabs the top spot away from Luke Krentz here early.
Yeah, he sure did, and my goodness, first one in a 39-second bracket today for the I-500. The only other 39-second bracket lap occurred in the Grow UP Old 600 Mods qualifying as we continue on with time trials, round number 2. First up on the racetrack, the number 23 Arctic Cat, Snowmobile's Arctic Cat for Lungus Racing, 26 years old from Thief River Falls, Minnesota, the 23 of Ben Lungus. As the first one in, right behind him is the number 44 Vermash Brothers Racing. Polaris for WV Performance, 40 years old from Unionville, Michigan, the 44, Kevin Vermash. And right behind him, coming out of turns 1 and 2, is that Bunky Racing, number 74. The Polaris Racing, Polaris from Bunky Racing, 26 years old from Kindred, North Dakota. That is 3-time and defending winner Taylor Bunky. First lap for Lungus, 42.781, 42.781. First lap time for Ben Lungus in the number 23 machine. Vermash comes across at the 13th quick, 41.691, 41.691 for the 44 of Kevin Vermash as the 20 of Adam Wheeler is out. And Wheeler's first lap of 41.815, 41.815. So the second laps of round number 2 coming out. Apologize, I thought that was the 74 of the Bunky Racing Polaris. It turned out it wasn't. He's supposed to be coming up here pretty quick. Second lap for Lungus, 42.374. Will keep his best lap of 42.348, 18th quick for Lungus. Vermash, best lap, 42.057. Will keep his best lap from just a little bit ago, 41.691. 13th quick for the 44, Kevin Vermash. Here's Adam Wheeler, making his way down the front stretch. He'll complete his lap of 42.449. His best lap of the day of 41.597. 12th quick for the number 20 of Adam Wheeler.
Now, for those of you just watching the I-500 here, the 1 mile track here, 2,000-foot straightaways, tight corners, bank corners, very fast around here, probably looking at 14 to 20 inches of ice on this racetrack. And boy, it's exciting. If you've never been here, get up to the Sioux and come and check out the I-500. We're glad to bring it to you on Flow Racing.
We absolutely are, as the next rider on the racetrack making his way down the front stretch. It is the number 33 Arctic Cat, Snowmobile's Arctic Cat for Brodell Field Racing, 40-year-old rider from Moorhead, Minnesota, the 33 of Ross Erdman. Ross Erdman on the racetrack for the second time this weekend. And right behind him is the number 37, Polaris Racing, Polaris for Faust Racing, 33-year-old rider from Rubicon, Wisconsin, the 37 of Ryan Faust. Ryan Faust in the number 37. That 37 Faust Racing Polaris, 21st quick on the charts after round number 1. While the 33 Rodell Field Racing Arctic Cat, 36 on the charts after the first one. He jumped way up the 17th quick. A 42.143, 42.143. So Ross Erdman really advancing a ton of positions. And so did the Faust Racing Polaris number 37, Ryan Faust, a 42.629, 42.629, 22nd quick for the 37 of Ryan Faust. But Ross Erdman, he was 36th on the grid. He shoots up to 17.
Yeah, you could see him, Matt, take a different line through the corner. He darted down in turn one, took it wide, took it down through the bottom, and exited a lot quicker. Got a great lap in there, that last lap.
And here comes Erdman down the long straightaway, takes the checkered flag, quicker yet at a 42.135, 42.135. That is good for 17th quick for number 33, Ross Erdman. Here comes Ryan Faust, his second lap of 42.842. Will keep his best lap from earlier today, a 42.629, 22nd quick for the 37 of Ryan Faust.
So good run for Ross Erdman. He improves significantly in qualifying round number 2 here at the I-500. You could just see him experimenting with some different lines through the corners, and you can see Erdman, he took that sled down low, that Arctic Cat, found some smooth ice there, took it wide out of turn 2, and down that back straightaway, had a great run off that corner, and it turned out to a good lap for Erdman.
So more sleds making their way on the racetrack. Generally send 3 at a time. There was 2 that last time, so as the sleds continue to make their way around the 1 mile ice oval, round number 2 qualifying as we continue to set the field for the 53rd running of the International 500 Snowmobile Race. Next rider on the racetrack is the number 41, or is number 34, excuse me. Clutch Energy Polaris for Kovar Pike Racing, 35-year-old rider from Newberry, Michigan. The 34 is Danny Mackey. Danny Mackey in the 34. Right behind him, the 41 Novile Wall Polaris, the 42-year-old from right here in Sault Ste. Marie. The 41 is Dan Minta. Dan Minta in the 41. And right behind him, there's Danny Mackey in the number 34, who already making his way down the front stretch. Mackey coming into this session 9th quick after round number 1. And he'll stay 9th quick at a 41.605, 41.605. His best lap today is a 41.422 for Danny Mackey. As Dan Minta, 42.801, his best lap of the day, a 42.600, 21st quick. The third rider on the racetrack is the 00 of Andrew Terrell. The 00 Arctic Cat Snowmobiles Arctic Cat for Knightsky Racing, 31-year-old rider from Sanford, Michigan, and he bumped up to 23rd quick at a 42.845, 42.845. He was 35th on the chart. He bumps up to 23rd. Here's Danny Mackey, his second lap, a 41.890. So we'll keep his first lap from earlier today, a 41.8422. 9th quick for that number 34, Kovar Pike Racing Polaris. Dan Minta crosses, and he'll go a 42.962. We'll keep his first lap from earlier today, a 42.600. He'll stay 21st, not number 41. While Andrew Terrell's second lap a little slower, 43.197. We'll keep his best lap from the first lap in this session, a 42.845, 23rd quick for the 00 Knightsky Racing Arctic Cat, ridden by Andrew Terrell.
So Danny Mackey, a couple pretty consistent laps out there around the I-500. He's qualified, I think he said he's 9th on the board, and he continues to run some pretty consistent times here at the I-500. The rider out of Newberry, Michigan, Danny Mackey.
A beautiful view of the racetrack, and the next rider on the racetrack is the 2022 World Championship Snowmobile Derby World Champion. The Jace Power Center Polaris for Team Blue Racing, 35-year-old rider from Linden Station, Wisconsin. The 02, that is Jay Middlestad. Jay Middlestad in the 02, coming off that World Championship in Eagle River, Wisconsin. Right behind him, one of the relative new teams to us, rookie rider on the handlebars, the 48 Bador Development Polaris for K&E Racing, just 21 years old from Gatesville, Michigan. The 48 is Trevor Warner. Trevor Warner in the 48, and right behind them, the number 10 Royal Truck and Trailer Sales Polaris for Let's Go Racing, 35 years old from Cedarville, Michigan. The number 10 is John Booth. John Booth aboard the number 10. That 48 machine, the K&E Racing stable, the Warner brothers, both rookies in this. And how about Jay Middlestat up the 7th quick at a 41.019, 41.019 for Jay Middlestat in the O2 machine. Down to turn 4, and nice run by the rookie Trevor Warner. 14th quick, 43.398, 43.398. Actually a second and a half off his time from earlier today. As the number 10 of John Booth, best lap of the day, but still 34th at a 44.666, 44.666. 34th quick for that number 10 of John Booth.
Last knot for Middlestat. He got really loose and sideways up to the outer edge off that turn 2 wall.
And that showed in his time, a 42.377, 42.377 will keep his best lap of the day earlier this afternoon. A 41.019, 7th quick for the 02 of Jay Middlestat. As Trevor Warner comes across at a 43.185, will keep his first lap from earlier today, a 41.985, 14th quick for the rookie, Trevor Warner, out of Gatesville, Michigan. And John Booth up to 32nd quick now at a 43.988, 43.988. So that number 10, Let's Go Racing Polaris, moves up from 34th to 32nd.
Well, a pretty good run for Trevor Warner, the local rider out of Gatesville. You seen him earlier. He got had some contact down in that turn 3 area with the hay bales down there. Pulled it out of there, made some adjustments, and he's back out on the track. He's got some pretty good times here for a rookie rider around the I-500.
Indeed, Trevor Warner and younger brother Wade Warner on that number 48 machine. The Polaris for K&E Racing. So looking forward to that all-rookie team so far. I'm sure they may hire a veteran by Friday during rider registration. Next rider on the racetrack. Number 35, Edmondson Orchid Ski-Doo for Team Torture Racing. 56-year-old rider from Kingsley, Michigan. The 35 is Scott Odom. Scott Odom in the 35 is your first rider on the racetrack. And also in the 85, aboard the Howard Concrete Services Yamaha for Eichenberg Racing, 59 years old from Anchorage, Alaska. The 85 is Daryl Howard. Daryl Howard aboard the 85 machine.
Well, a different sound, that 85. That's a Yamaha V3 in that big Yamaha down the back straightaway for the Eichenberg Racing.
Best lap of the day for Scott Odom, a 46.099, 46.099 first lap time for Scott Odom. While the number 28, Nelson International Polaris for Nelson Racing, 45 years old from Scandia, Minnesota. The 28 of Justin Tate. And the 28 machine, a 43.622, 43.622. While Howard, a 47.003, 47.003. His best lap of the day was a 46.532, which puts him near the bottom of the charts at 36th.
Well, here comes Scott Odom, one of the rookie riders here at the I-500 this season. He'll complete his lap 2 here momentarily.
Scott Odom crosses the line. Better, a 45.835, 45.835 is his best lap of the day, 35th quick. Justin Tate's lap, a 43.667. Will keep his first lap from earlier today, a 41.988, 15th quick. The number 28 Nelson Racing Polaris. And now here comes Daryl Howard, the Anchorage, Alaska native. Across the start-finish line, he'll move up to 35th. Knocks Scott Odom back to 36 with a 45.825, 45.825, 35th quick. The Eichenberg Racing Yamaha.
Again, Howard, his first time here at the I-500, and pretty decent run getting that Yamaha dialed in there as he crosses the line. As we continue on in qualifying session number 2 for the I-500.
Coming up at approximately 7:25 p.m. will be pre-race ceremonies before we move into our Grow UP Old 600 Mods Shootout, which will be happening here in just a little while from tonight, as the next trio of riders make their way out onto the racetrack. And first up is the number 4 J&R Tool Arctic Cat from Mike Lineberger Racing, 36 years old from Bay City, Michigan. The number 4 is Mike Lineberger. in the number 4, Mike Lineberger. And making his first appearance, did not partake in round 1 of qualifying. The number 0, Peterson McGregor Insurance, Polaris for Ericsson Racing. 28 years old from Fife Lake, Michigan. The number 0, Jordan Erickson. And right behind him, the number 17, Abby Stoneworks, Arctic Cat for RNS Racing. 26 years old from Hubbardston, Michigan. The number 17 of Garner Cusack. So Mike Lineberger will make his way off turn number 4. Down the front stretch he goes, 28th in the grid coming into today's session, and he'll stay there at a 44.019, 44.019. His best time of the day was a 43.399 earlier today. Jordan Erickson, the bright number 0, up to 35th in his first official lap of qualifying, a 44.401, 4.401 for Jordan Erickson. While Garner Cusack moves from 32nd to 28th at a 43.394, 43.394. Best lap of the day for the 17 of Garner Cusack. The field now makes his way down on a turn number 4. Mike Lineberger hogging the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get any kind of speed at all, and he had worked. 27th quick from 29th, a 43.351, 43.351. 27th quick for the Michael Lineberger Motorsports Arctic Cat, ridden by Mike Lineberger. Erickson's second lap, a 44.503, 44.503 will keep his first lap from earlier in this session, a 44.401, 35th quick. And Garner Cusack, another spot, up to 26 with a 43.088, 43.088. 26 quick for the 17 of Garner Cusack as you look at the brightly lit up Jordan Erickson's number 0 machine, a regular dirt competitor down in the Lower Peninsula at the Merritt Speedway, as well as infrequent appearances down over the west side of the state, over at Thunderbird Raceway and the Winston Speedway on the dirt tracks during the summer months.
Real nice run for Lineberger. Boy, he took the short way around this track, down on the inside. You could see him come down that front straightaway. The flagman had to get off and dodge into the little exit road there as Lineberger ran that right down on the inside, the shortest way around the I-500. Got a good lap time.
Next rider's on the racetrack. First up, the number 18, Nelson International, Polaris for Nelson Racing. 30-year-old rider from Fergus Falls, Minnesota. The number 18, that is Dan Revering. Dan Revering, the cross-country specialist, taking one of his rare oval starts. Also behind them is the number 99, Arctic Cat Racing, Arctic Cat for Bouchard Racing. 46 years old from Thief River Falls, Minnesota. The 99 is Chad Leon. Chad Leon to the 99, and right behind him, the 77, Indian Summer Apple Juice Polaris for Brownlee Boys Racing. 40 years old from Grand Blanc, Michigan, outside of Flint. The number 77 is Ryan Wolf. Ryan Wolf aboard the number 77. Boy, it was all kinds of sideways coming out of turn number 2. So here we go. Dan Revering crosses at a 43.675, 43.675, about a second and 3/10 off his lap from earlier today, a 42.365. If Chad Leon crosses at a 43.407, 43.407, 2/10 off his time from earlier today, which is a 43.207. Here comes Ryan Wolf in the 77 machine, as Wolf stays in 34th with a 45.871. His best lap of the day so far was earlier this afternoon, a 44.393. As 38 sleds of the 39 registered have taken times. We do have an update on that 39 sled we'll get to here in just a little bit. Last lap for Dan Revering, 43.335, so his best lap for today is a 42.365, good for 20th quick for the number 18 Nelson Racing Polaris. While Chad Leon's 43.212, 5/1000s off his best lap of the day, a 43.207, keeps the number 99 Bouchard Racing Arctic Cat 27th on the grid. While Ryan Wolf makes his way down the front stretch, his next lap of 45.875. He got some work to do, about a second and a half off his best lap of the day, a 44.393. 34th quick for the Brownlee Boys Racing Polaris of Ryan Wolf.
Well, Matt, those sleds, a lot of in that groove coming off that turn 1 area, kind of about midway up that track, starting to get a bit of a rut in there now, and you can see those sleds, they toss them right sideways at that point, and some of them really tend to lift that left inside ski up quite a bit, and a rider's got to be on top of it when they come off that turn 1 area. But we've seen some good qualifying thus far in round number 2 here at the I-500.
As qualifying continues here for the 53rd running of the International 500 Snowmobile Race here in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Next rider on the racetrack, the number 25 Weiss Equipment Polaris for Bell Racing. 48-year-old rider from Unionville, Michigan, the number 25 of Rodney Bell. Rodney Bell, 6th quick after round number 1. Just behind the number 52 K3 Clothing Polaris for Ironman Racing, the 41-year-old right here in Sault Ste. Marie. The 52 is James Kay. James Kay, the 52 machine. 31st quick after round number 1.
Rodney Bell, he took a bit of a higher line out of that turn 1, got up above that groove in turn 1, and he seemed to get through that corner pretty good. Let's see how this lap turns out.
First lap, 41.987, 41.987, about a second off his best lap of the day, a 41.002, which is 6th quick. First lap for the number 12 of Cam Vermash, the Countryside Transportation Service Polaris for Countryside Motorsports. His first lap, best lap of the day, 43.047, 43.047, 26 quick. While Kay in the 52, a 45.314, about a second and a half off his best time of the day, a 43.933.
Lap number 2 for Bell, he got even higher out of that turn 1 groove, way up next to the hay bales, and then darted it down off turn 2. So let's see if he improves his time.
And here comes Rodney Bell, his last lap, a 42.291. So we'll keep his first lap, best lap of the day from earlier this afternoon, a 41.002, 6th quick for the number 25 of Rodney Bell. Way low and off the pace is that number 12 of Cam Vermash. He's had problems all day long. The 54.377 was that last lap.
Yeah,
Look at him in a second. But James Kay's last lap, 45.252. Best lap, 43.933, 31st quick. But Cam Vermash, he crashed during his Meyer Pro Shootout qualifying effort, and that sled still is just not right. But his best lap of the day was earlier this afternoon, a 43.047, 26 quick for that number 12. Countryside Motorsports Polaris.
Yeah, something to miss on Vermash's machine as he just passed the start-finish line, pulled in early before the bridge, went in pit side. So we'll have to wait and see. Troubles all day for that machine of Grant Vermash.
So qualifying round number 2 just about complete. As a few more sleds able to make their way out onto the racetrack. Next rider up, the number 5 Arctic Cat Snowmobiles Arctic Cat for Team Arctic HC Racing. Former winner of the I-500 in 2018 with Wes Selby. The 25-year-old rider from Eagle River, Wisconsin. The number 5 is Zach Herfindahl. Zach Herfindahl in the 5. 11th quick on the grid as of now. And right behind him, the number 72 Applebee's Neighborhood Bar and Grill Polaris for Team Applebee's, 29 years old from Muskota, Michigan. The 72 is Jake Jarrow. Jake Jarrow in the 72. And right behind him, the second R&R Racing entry, the number 27 R&R Farms Polaris for R&R Racing. 35 years old from Pink County, Michigan, the 27 of Dave Bourne.
Here comes Herfindahl now. He knows his way around the I-500. He'll complete lap 1. Let's see what time he gets as he crosses the line.
And Herfindahl stays 11th at a 42.134, 42.134, about 6/10 off his best lap of the day, a 41.574, which is good for 11th quick. Next lap for Jake Jarrow, a 43.268, which is 7/10 slower than his best lap of a 42.958, which is 24th quick for Team Applebee's Polaris. As Dave Bourne goes a 44.684, which is about 6/10 slower than his best lap of the day, a 44.063, which is 33rd quick. So that R&R Racing number 27 has some work to do as Zach Herfindahl makes his way down the front stretch, completes his final lap of the evening, and it's a 42.031. So we'll keep his best lap, a 41.574, 11th quick for the Team Arctic HC Racing Arctic Cat, number 5 of Zach Herfindahl. Jake Jarrow, 43.188, 43.188, about a quarter second off his best lap of the day, a 42.958, 24th quick for Team Applebee's Polaris, number 72 of Jake Jarrow. And last but not least, Dave Bourne's 44.242 will keep his best lap of 44.063. Is the lap of record, 33rd quick for the number 27 R&R Racing Polaris.
So those first couple sleds out on the track, Matt, Troy Dewald grabs that top qualifying spot away from Luke Krentz. The majority of the sleds after that, their times have got slightly slower in the evening